Are you craving for something delicious but easy to make at home? Welcome, dear viewers, to our culinary adventure where we're going to share 5 delightful and straightforward recipes you can whip up in your very own kitchen. No need for fancy equipment or complex techniques, just simple, honest and oh-so-tasty food. We'll explore the hearty goodness of Menemen, a breakfast staple that's as satisfying as it is easy to make. Next, we'll dive into the versatility of pasta, showcasing how a few different sauces can transform this humble ingredient. Then, we're going to debunk the myth that making pizza at home is complicated. It's simpler than you think. For those with a sweet tooth, we've got you covered with mouth-watering cake recipes. Lastly, we'll share how to prepare cookies that are perfect for your tea time treats. Stay tuned as we delve into our first recipe, the classic breakfast dish, Menemen. Menemen, a staple in breakfast tables, is both delicious and easy to make. This dish, a favourite among many, is a simple yet satisfying blend of flavours that you can whip up in no time. What makes Menemen so special? Its simplicity. It's all about using fresh, quality ingredients and letting them shine. To start, you'll need ripe tomatoes, sweet bell peppers, onions and eggs. The beauty of Menemen is that these are all basic ingredients that you most likely already have in your kitchen. The first step is to sauté your onions in a bit of olive oil until they become translucent. This is where the magic begins. The onions provide a sweet base that complements the other ingredients perfectly. Next, you'll add your chopped bell peppers. The peppers add a wonderful crunch and a touch of sweetness that balances out the dish. Once your peppers have softened a bit, it's time for the tomatoes. The tomatoes bring a juicy tanginess that ties everything together. You'll let these cook until they've broken down and melded with the onions and peppers. And finally, the crowning glory of Menemen, the eggs. You'll crack your eggs right into the pan, stirring gently to incorporate them. The eggs cook in the tomato-pepper-onion mixture, absorbing all those delicious flavours. The end result is a dish that's hearty, flavourful and comforting. The versatility of Menemen is another reason why it's so loved. You can enjoy it for breakfast, as a quick lunch or even a light dinner. It's a dish that fits any time of the day, and the best part, it's so easy to customise. You can add spices, herbs or even cheese if you like. Menemen is more than just a meal. It's a testament to the beauty of simplicity. It's proof that with the right ingredients and a little bit of love, you can create something truly delicious. So, go ahead, give Menemen a try. You'll be surprised at how something so simple can be so satisfying. Enjoy your Menemen, and let's move on to our next recipe, pasta. Pasta, a dish loved by many, can be enriched with different sauces. Let's dive into the world of pasta and see how easy and versatile this dish can be. First, let's talk about the ingredients you'll need. For a basic pasta dish, you'll need pasta of your choice, olive oil, salt and water. But the real magic happens when we start talking about the sauces. You can go for a classic tomato sauce, a creamy white sauce, or even a nutty pesto. Each sauce brings a different character to the dish, making it a culinary chameleon that can adapt to your mood and preferences. Now let's get down to the cooking process. Start by boiling a generous amount of water in a large pot. Once it's bubbling away, add a good pinch of salt and then your pasta. The cooking time will depend on the type of pasta you're using, so make sure you follow the instructions on the packet. While your pasta is cooking, you can start on your sauce. For a tomato sauce, sauté some garlic and onion in olive oil. Add canned tomatoes, season with salt, pepper and herbs, and let it simmer until it's rich and flavourful. For a white sauce, melt some butter, stir in flour to create a roux, then gradually whisk in milk until you have a creamy, smooth sauce. Season it with salt, pepper, and a touch of nutmeg. If you're making a pesto sauce, simply blend together basil leaves, garlic, pine nuts, parmesan cheese and olive oil. Once your pasta is cooked, drain it, reserving some of the pasta water. Mix your pasta with the sauce, adding a splash of pasta water if needed to loosen up the sauce and help it cling to the pasta. And there you have it, a delicious pasta dish that's ready in no time. Remember, the beauty of pasta is its versatility. Feel free to experiment with different types of pasta, sauces and toppings. You could add grilled chicken, sautéed vegetables, crispy bacon. The possibilities are endless. Savour your pasta and get ready for our next recipe, homemade pizza. Making pizza at home is easier than you think. It's not only a fun activity, but also a fantastic way to unleash your culinary creativity. Let's dive right into it. First, gather your ingredients. You'll need pizza dough, which you can either buy ready-made or prepare yourself. If you're making it from scratch, you'll need flour, yeast, salt, sugar, and warm water. You'll also need some pizza sauce, cheese, mozzarella is a classic choice, and toppings of your choice. Think beyond pepperoni and experiment with different ingredients like bell peppers, onions, olives, mushrooms, or even pineapple for a tropical twist. Once you have everything in place, it's time to get your hands dirty. Start by preparing your dough. If you're making it yourself, combine the yeast, sugar, and warm water and let it sit for about 5 minutes until it's frothy. Add the flour and salt and knead until you have a smooth, elastic dough. Let it rise for about an hour or until it's doubled in size. While your dough is rising, preheat your oven to its highest setting. Most home ovens can reach around 500 degrees Fahrenheit, which is perfect for pizza. Next, roll out your dough on a floured surface until it's as thick or thin as you like. Remember, it will puff up in the oven, so if you prefer a thin crust, roll it out a little thinner than you think you should. Now comes the fun part, topping your pizza. Start with a layer of sauce, then add a generous helping of cheese. From here, you can add whatever toppings you fancy. Just remember, less is more when it comes to pizza toppings. You don't want to overload your pizza, or it won't cook evenly. Once you're happy with your toppings, slide your pizza into the preheated oven. Bake until the crust is golden and the cheese is bubbly and slightly browned. This should take about 10 to 15 minutes depending on your oven. And there you have it, a homemade pizza made just the way you like it. Slice it up, serve, and savor every bite. Enjoy your pizza, and let's move on to some sweet treats, starting with cake. Cake, an ideal choice for sweet lovers, can be enriched with different flavors. Let's dive into the world of sweet indulgence, shall we? Preparing a cake at home is easier than you might think. The basic ingredients you'll need are flour, sugar, eggs, and butter. But remember, the magic of cake making lies in the flavors you choose to add. You can go classic with vanilla or chocolate, or be adventurous with flavors like strawberry, lemon, or even banana. Begin by preheating your oven and greasing your cake pan. In a large bowl, combine your flour, sugar, baking powder, and a pinch of salt. In another bowl, beat your eggs, then add your chosen flavoring and butter. Gradually mix the dry ingredients into the wet, stirring until you have a smooth batter. Pour your batter into the prepared cake pan, then place it in the preheated oven. Depending on the size of your cake, it could take anywhere from 25 to 45 minutes to bake. You'll know it's done when a toothpick inserted into the center comes out clean. Once your cake is baked, let it cool before you start with the frosting. The frosting, like the cake itself, can be any flavor you like. Spread it evenly over the cake and voila, your homemade cake is ready. Savor your cake and prepare for our final recipe, cookies. Cookies, a staple in tea times, are delicious treats that can be prepared in various flavors. Whether you're a fan of chocolate chip, nutty, or oatmeal cookies, the options are endless, and the best part is they're easy to make at home. Let's start with the basic ingredients: butter, sugar, flour, and eggs. These are the foundation of any cookie recipe. However, the magic happens when you start adding your favorite flavors. For chocolate chip cookies, you'll need a generous amount of chocolate chips. If you're going for a nutty flavor, a combination of chopped nuts will do the trick. For oatmeal cookies, ensure to have some rolled oats on hand. The process is simple, yet satisfying. Begin by creaming together the butter and sugar until it's light and fluffy. Then beat in the eggs one at a time. Gradually add in the flour, and finally stir in your chosen flavor ingredients. Once your dough is ready, drop spoonfuls onto a baking sheet and bake until golden brown. What you'll end up with are warm, delicious cookies that are just begging to be paired with a cup of tea or coffee. You can even share them with friends and family, or keep them all to yourself. We won't judge. Enjoy your cookies, and that's all for our easy and delicious recipes today. We've covered 5 easy and delicious recipes today. We started by exploring the classic breakfast dish, Menemen, a simple yet satisfying combination of tomatoes, peppers, onions, and eggs. Then we delved into the world of pasta, a versatile dish that can be enriched with various sauces like tomato, creamy, or pesto. Next, we tackled homemade pizza, proving that it's much easier to make than you might think. With ready-made dough or your own, you can whip up delicious pizzas with your favorite toppings. We also discussed the delightful dessert option, cake, which can be enhanced with different flavors like vanilla, chocolate, or banana. And let's not forget cookies, the perfect snack for tea time, which you can prepare in a variety of tastes like chocolate, pistachio, or oatmeal. We hope you try these recipes at home and enjoy them as much as we do. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more delicious recipes.